Good morning, everyone. Let's get started. I hope you guys are able to hear me and see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So there were some of the students are facing some payment problem. When I say problem, in the sense they might have done the payment at the end of the day. Some of them are doing from no broker. They had some issues. So hence, we are extending the demo class for today. And please consider that today's will be the last demo. And if at all you are interested, please do the enrollment. Okay. So let's quickly look at what we have learned yesterday. Yesterday we started looking at a remove method of array list. Can someone summarize how does the remove method of array list will work? How does remove method of array list will work?
Basically, inside that method, we perform left shift and
Yeah. And if I'm trying to delete a last element, is the left shift is needed?
no.
No. So that means whichever the element that you are trying, if you are deleting any element apart from last, correct? First to last but one. So there will be a left shift operation that is performed. Now, so what is a predefined method that I can use to perform that left shift operation?
There is a system class copy method.
Array copy.
Yeah.
System dot array copy,
Yes,
right?
system copy.
Okay. So we are performing number of shift operations equal to length minus index to be deleted minus one. And why are we performing this AR of index minus index equal to null?
Removed value it is null now. So
No. 1% at a time, please.
As we have performed the left shift, so we have to decrease the index.
Okay. That is nothing but an index.
Right.
Because you are deleting one element, there should not be spaces in between, right? Next time, if I don't decrease it, the element will go to the next index, which will leave the blank space in the index, right? When it's a blank space, null object will be there, right? To avoid that, we do go for minus index. But minus index, I'm making it to null. Why?
And there would be some value
Valid.
associated, right? That
But
we
when
have.
it is when we are shifting it to left, then it should be null, right?
Yes.
To
Why?
delete the data.
So because here in the array copy, I'm passing the source as original array, destination also original array only, correct? In the original array, last position, what was the object? The original object was there. But when you are shifting, last position, I should make it to null. So that's the reason we are doing, correct?
Yes.
If I am doing manually, is that required? If I am doing manually copy, is that required? Making
No.
the last object as null? Because I am creating a new array, I am not copying the data, correct? I am creating a new array, I am copying till length minus one only. So you are not copying the last element. So when you are doing a system dot array copy, it's needed. So as I mentioned yesterday, did anyone tried this code for just practice for 15 minutes? Just put a clock and then I told to try for 15 minutes, right? Anyone?
Yeah, I tried it in my local for 15 minutes, like not this remove and get method. Before previous methods, we whatever we did, like add these, I tried on my local and it was working fine for me. I
You are
need
able
to.
to write, correct?
Yeah.
So that, what do you feel like? Comfortable or
Yeah,
confident?
yeah. Comfortable, and I feel like it gives me more confident. So and it creates interest, like to do the remove and get methods in the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, that please try. So see, if if you don't do that, what will happen is after 6 months, see, these things generally we tend to forget, right? Right. Anything that you're learning, you tend to forget after over a period of time, correct? So once you forget, what happens again after 1 year, maybe you are currently 3 years or 4 years of experience. I'm telling you the real time scenario, guys. So you learn now and you go to a job, you get a job, and then you do the job. Next, after 1 year, again you want to change it. You might forget all of this. My notes will be there, but notes will not be this much elaborated manner, right? So again, what do? You join to my course. Again, waste of money, waste of time, correct? I will be profited. I will get that fee 2 times, but that is not the intention, right? So I request you guys to try. So once you try, you don't need to join the course again and again, right?
Yes.
And it will, so when, if you do it for 21 days, just, uh, I mean, even if you're trying to do, just do for 21 days, guys. So automatically it will become habituated. And in your project also, you can see the change, the way you approach the code, the way you write the code, the way you understand the code, the approach will change. So I request you guys to please try just 15 minutes, guys. Okay. So we get 15 minutes of time, right? Say, I don't need to repeat all of this, but it is for your benefit only. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As I mentioned, if you don't do it after 6 months, you will join again. For me, it's happy, right? I'll get again 10,000. Right? It's not about the money, but there should be some, see, later, if you remember me, there should be some, uh, you should not scold me, right? You should at least not to praise, but at least away. That guy has told me some good information. It was helpful for me in my life. So that kind of intent should be there, right? So please do that. Just 15 minutes, not more than that. Okay. Now today let's look at now is the array list synchronized?
No.
No. Does anyone what is the difference between vector and array list?
Like vector is synchronized as it is not synchronized.
Yeah. What does exactly mean by synchronized?
Execute a single thread, like one after one only it will execute.
No.
It holds the things until the operation is completed.
So all the method in the vectors are like synchronized methods.
What does it mean? What is the advantage you get with the synchronization?
So at a time only one thread can process the methods. Like
No,
in multi-thread environment we can.
no, that is not right.
Because
At a time, multiple threads also can work.
a vector is a thread safe and other are not thread.
Yeah, what is meant by thread safe?
I mean,
I
like
told
before starting, like whatever the process we are expecting, if it is completed, then it's move for next step.
no. I am asking. Uh, I told right. Object
At a,
lock, class
at a
lock.
time,
Yeah,
one thread
yeah,
can
object
update the
request.
value.
Yeah, at a time, one thread.
Can update the value of
No,
array.
still there is some more.
Monitor the lock.
Yeah, deadlock is there. Yes.
No,
If one thread is executing,
Perfect
other
definition.
thread will wait until one
Synchronize.
just wait. Yeah, go ahead, Manas.
if one thread is executing, the other thread will be waiting. It is basically a serial execution, not a
Yeah,
parallel.
other thread will wait, but on there is some context, right? What is that context? Are these threads are working on same object or different object?
It will be working on same object.
Yeah, if it is a different, multiple threads can execute, right? So I was first searching for that keyword. See, in the entire multi-threading, that is an important keyword, right? Correct? Yeah. So those who do not know, guys, I'll just give you the information on what is synchronized simply. And if you want, so I'll there is separate topic on multi-threading completely I have covered. If you want, you can enroll for that. So, but let me give you what is synchronized. One simple example that I every my class I will tell you. So let us take that we have a bank account, right? So HDFC Bank or take any bank. This is a general example I will explain every time. HDFC Bank is a class. Let us take it is a class. So I have a car. I have an account with the HDFC Bank. So Karthik account is nothing but a object which performs that exhibit that behavior. Correct. On my account, I am doing a withdraw. At the same time, I am doing the deposit. Okay. My account balance is 15,000. I am withdrawing 8,000 and I am depositing 10,000. And both the transactions are happening at the same time, same millisecond, same nanoseconds. Now, what is the output? After two transactions are completed, what do you think the balance would be? Is this a real-time scenario or not? You have an account, you have balance 15,000. You're withdrawing or you're paying online payment something. At the same time, someone can deposit the amount in your balance account, right? You might get a salary, or your friend might give you the money which he borrowed from you. So in this scenario, what is the output you expect?
17,000.
So how did you come at 17,000?
First, I need to deduct the 8,000 withdrawal amount. Then I need to add the deposited amount 10,000.
But I am telling you that both the transactions are happening at the same time. Why are you taking this as a first? This can also go first, right?
Yeah,
The
in that way
scenario is,
also. Yeah,
yeah,
in that way also we will come up with the 70,000.
yes, you are coming up, but what I'm saying, the transactions are happening at the same time, but the calculation that you are doing one by one, correct?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Which is not, for example, if both are happening, either my transaction, both will see the value as 15,000, correct?
Yes.
Both the transactions, let us take this withdraw is happening one thread, deposit is happening another thread. Okay, when I say thread is nothing but deposit, you are doing using Google Pay, and withdraw, you're doing ATM, correct? Both ATM and then Google Pay are threads, and both are working on a same object, correct? So if this is executing parallelly, and this will also execute parallelly, correct? If both are executing parallelly, then, for example, if this transaction both are executing parallelly, either my what is that? Okay, okay. So if withdraw is executing, my balance will, if the balance is shown as 7,000, what will happen? It's a loss to the customer. If the balance is shown as 25,000, it's a loss to the bank, correct? But are we getting these two values, or are we getting 17,000?
17,000.
That means neither of, see, I said, I'm telling you that both the transactions are happening at the same time, same millisecond, same nanosecond. But still, your output is accurate. That means once, see, either this transaction can take precedence or this transaction can take precedence, whatever happens. So see, if this transaction is starting first, the other transaction is waiting for it to complete. And then whatever the balance it was there, on top of this balance, they are adding the remaining, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
When I am telling that both the transactions are happening at the same time, internally, what does that happen? If one thread is working on one transaction on Karthik account, other threads are waiting, correct, for this transaction to complete. Agree?
Yes.
So that means this is a object lock. So Karthik account is an object. Now, for example, let us take I take some other account. Can I get some person name? Any name?
Sai.
Sai. So Sai is also having an account in the HDFC Bank. Okay. Now Sai is doing withdraw. Now, you tell me, Karthik is doing withdraw, Sai is doing withdraw. So
Sai.
yeah, sorry, Sai. So both so now can I say that Karthik is having a different account, Sai is having a different account, correct? Now these two withdrawal do see now here when you're performing withdraw and deposit on the same account, one transaction has to wait for other to complete. Agree?
Yes.
If it is the same account. If it is a different account, does Sai has to wait for the Karthik to complete the withdraw? Do they need to wait?
No.
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 That means what is the difference here? Karthik account and Sai account. Each account is a separate object of HDFC. If I take the HDFC Bank as a class, what is a object? Object is something which exhibits the characteristics of a class, correct? So Karthik account is something which is, I can take it as one object. Sai account is something I can take it as another object, correct? So if the threads are working on different objects, then there is no lock mechanism. I mean, when the lock mechanism is present, but the locks will happen on the specific object. But in the first scenario, what is happening? Both the ATM thread and Google Pay thread are working on the same account called Karthik. Correct? So what I'm trying to say is, when see there is a, let us take that there is a class called capital A. Okay. For this capital A, I am creating an object called small a. Let us take that T1 is a thread which is executing M1 instance synchronized method on small a. Then what will acquire? It will acquire the object lock on object, not on method. Okay. Now at the same time, can T2 thread execute any other synchronized method? M2 or M3 or M4 or any other instance synchronized method on the same object? No, because there is a lock. But if you are using for A, I can give one more object. If I am having another object, then it will execute. So what is synchronized? So what is the meaning of synchronization? Means when one thread is executing one synchronized method on one object, any other thread executing any other synchronized method on the same object, it will not be allowed. So that is the advantage of synchronization. That means your output will be accurate. The performance may be degraded, but the output will be accurate. So this is a threads topic, guys. I will explain what is the meaning of vector is synchronized. Array list is not synchronized. I will show you that in a bit. But if you need more details about this synchronization, how does this happen? What is object lock? What is class lock? All the things. Then, so this is a threads that I have taught before coming to this collection set. We just completed these threads. Like in these threads, we looked at all of this, like object lock, class lock, synchronization, life cycle, join method, wait, notify all, executor framework, thread pools, volatile, deadlock, atomicity, reentrant lock, retrait lock, semaphore, cyclic barrier. All these I have completed. If you are interested, you can look at the demo videos. You'll get some knowledge. Okay. So now let's look at, but when
Sir,
it
where
now,
we can get the demo videos, like different separate videos there for this?
yeah, separate demo videos are there. I'll ask them to forward the email.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Or once, I mean, in the group, I'll ask them to put it. Maybe they would have kept it in the Google Classroom. You guys are able to log into the Google Classroom, right?
Yes, sir. The link they provided on the, I think, demo days they
Yeah.
provided.
So in that I'll ask them to put it, or you might be getting an enrollment email, right? In the enrollment email, I'll ask them to put the demo videos of this size.
Karthik sir, can you share the Google Classroom link, because I told I have Mac system now, so I don't know where they shared. Can you share?
Yeah, sure. I will.
Okay, share in chat. Thank you.
Yeah. Was there any question? Okay, let's continue. So now at net, what is synchronization? Synchronization is when one thread is executing if multiple threads are working on a same object, if one thread started executing a synchronized method, other thread has to wait. So now let's look at. Now what I'm doing is, what is the definition of a thread? Whoever, no?
Sir,
What is it?
I've studied in operating system, a single unit of a CPU processing related I studied.
Okay. From Java perspective, does anyone know?
Can we say thread as a single task, like a task?
No.
Independent
Thread,
path of execution.
yes. So see, guys, maybe that whatever the definition that you're telling might be true, but not in terms of Java. I should tell you, right? So thread is a independent path of execution. Thread is a independent path of execution. Okay. So now let me show you how. So we know that how there are different ways to create a thread, correct? Extending a thread class, implementing runnable. So now, why am I teaching this one? You need to know there is a concept that everyone knows that array list is synchronized, not synchronized. Vector is synchronized, but no one knows when you say that synchronized. I can say people are telling that multiple threads cannot work. No, multiple threads can work. Multiple threads cannot work on the same object. That is the meaning of synchronization. That I am trying to show you guys through code. Okay, so I'm extending a thread class. So more details of multi-threading executor framework, if you are interested, you can get that into the that course. So I'm just running this thread one run method. Okay, I just created thread one. Let me delete this and create one more thread. Thread two. Okay, now let's go to, let me create one more class called main class. Yeah. Yeah. So let's start. What did I say? Multiple threads are working on a same object. When the thread will start, you need to create a thread object and call the start method, correct? Yes or no? Let's create list integer L equal to new array list. Okay. Now I just let me add the data. Okay, I'll add the data through the constructor. Let's initialize the data in size to 10. Now let's create a thread object. Thread 1 T1 equal to new thread 1. I hope you guys know how to create a thread object, correct?
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Those who do not know, I mean, are you new to Java? The one who said no, how to create a thread object?
No, sir. Actually, I haven't touched this topic actually.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Then you listen to the demos or listen to my core Java. You'll get more clarity. Okay.
okay, sir. I know
Because
till
that's
oops concept, sir. That's it. After that, I haven't I touched the topic.
so after that, the threads and exceptions will come.
Okay, sir.
This is very important. Okay. So I'm just creating two threads. So now, as I mentioned, that just now the definition, what was the definition I mentioned? What is a thread? I mentioned
It's an independent path of execution.
it's an independent path of execution, correct? Now, whenever I run the program, where does the Java program execution starts?
Main class,
Yeah.
right?
Main method, right? Now, similarly, let's look at, see here, currently in the debug window, do you see debug window? How many executions are present?
Main
Only
thread.
main.
Only one,
Main
Main.
correct?
one.
Now, what did I say? Thread is an independent path of execution. Now, do you see how many executions? One
No.
is in line number
Two,
15. And
two
do you see
execution.
another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eight.
So now,
Zero.
what is the definition I told? Thread is an independent path. Do you see? Main is executing line number 15. And this, whatever the thread, see, main Java program starts with a main. A thread starts from a run method. Thread flow of execution starts from run method. And thread is an independent path of execution. That is a definition. Now, am I fulfilling that definition? Is it creating a separate execution path?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So now if I create one more t2.start, it will create one more thread, correct? Yeah. So now even if I execute, my main method is completed, but still threads are running. That means, can I say it is an independent path or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So now what is the advantage of having threads? Parallel programming. So I'm not going into the details because that becomes again separate out of the discussion. Now, in order to understand this, so the synchronization is nothing but if multiple threads are working on same object, correct? Now, can I say I have two threads? Yes or no? Have I created two threads?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, but I need to check multiple threads. I mean, two threads should work on the same object. How would I achieve? So to this threads, what I will do here, I'll create a constructor. Thread one list. I'm passing this object in the constructor. List integers. This dot L equal to L. Now in my run method, I'm adding L dot add 10. Okay. In one, so what I'm doing is I have to show you that synchronization. Then I have to do the operations of both the threads on a same object. So in one thread, so both the threads I'm accepting the constructor parameter. That means the object I'm accepting through the constructor. After accepting in run method, I'm performing that L dot add 20. So in first thread, I have performed 10. In the second thread, I'm performing 20. Now let me go to the main thread L, I'm passing. From the main method, I'm passing. Now can someone tell me, can I say that both the threads are working on same object now?
Yes.
Am I passing the same object?
Yes, sir.
Now if I do like this, are the threads are working on same object or different object?
Different option.
Different.
Now you understand what is meant by same object or different object, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's run it. Now let's T1 dot start. With one thread is created. Now next T2 dot start. Two threads have created. Now first thread, it is printing system dot out dot println, correct? Thread one run method. Now when I say L dot add, which class am I using? Predefined array list, correct? Now it will go to the predefined array list method. Can I debug inside that method?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first time I'm adding. So what do you think? In which index this 10 should go?
It
Zero.
should be 0th index.
Okay. Let's go to that array list add method, correct? Control Shift T, array list, Control O, add. Let me put a breakpoint here, correct? It's coming. So thread 0 is executing. I will not execute that. I'll keep it on hold. Now I'll go to the thread 2. Now thread 2 can also execute this using the thread 2. What I'm adding? 20. Using thread 1, I'm adding 10. Now what do you think? 20 should go to which index?
Zeroth index.
Should we go
But
to 0th
already you
index?
said 0th index 10 should go, correct?
But it is not completed, right?
Yes, that means now if I execute here, now both the threads are in same method, correct?
Yes.
Now, can I say that both the threads are working on same object? Agree?
Yes.
Now, what is the problem do you see now? Both the threads are working on same object and both are trying to insert a element using add method. Now, what is the ambiguity? You tell me.
There is an ambiguity.
That
It should
what?
go into which index?
Yes, that means it may not be every time because see, since I am doing a debugging, control is in my hand. But if I execute a program, can I show you the difference?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe 10, 20 go 0, 1.
Look at here. What is the size here? You can see 0. That is nothing but your
0.
index. So in the
Yes.
thread 1, you see the index as 0. In thread 2 also you see the index as 0. That means both the threads are trying to insert different object at 0th index only. After, if this is happening, if this continues, then do you lose the information or not?
Yeah, it should be data inconsistency, right?
Yes. That means though you are trying to insert two elements, what is your array list looks like? It will have only one element, correct?
Yes.
Do you see the problem here?
Yes, sir.
Does everyone understand the problem?
Yes.
So this is a problem of synchronization. If it is a synchron, what do you think? To solve this problem, what do you think would be the right solution?
We can make the method should be synchronized.
Yeah, if you make it as synchronized, when one thread is executing, now let us take if it is a different object. What do you think? Now from my main class, I will pass here L1 and thread 1 is working on one object, thread 2 is working on another object. Then these can execute
Then there's no
parallelly.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now what I will do is same execution, I will change it to vector. So instead of array list, let me change it to vector. See, vector is also a child implementation of list interface,
List
correct?
interface. Yes.
Now, what is the change I have performed? Vector. Now, let's debug the program. Same thing. I did not modify anything. I just changed it to vector. Let me remove this breakpoint and I'll keep the breakpoint later. Say first thread started, second thread started. After starting a thread, now where do I go? If I say L dot add, which is the class I'm going now?
Vector
Vector.
add method. Yeah.
Correct? Vector add method. Now in the vector add method, what do you see a keyword?
Synchronized.
Synchronized. Array list is not synchronized. Now vector is
Yeah.
synchronized. Let's see what happened. You pick one thread. Which one should I go and execute? Is it thread 0 or thread 1? Any
Thread
pick.
1.
Thread 1. So let's execute thread 1. So when I say L dot add, what am I doing? I am entering the synchronized block, correct? Now
Yes.
that means this thread 1 has acquired a lock on this object. You can see the lock symbol over here, correct?
Yes.
So let me, for those who do not able to see. So let me take a pen. Do you see a lock symbol here?
Yes.
Lock is acquired on what?
On
Vector
the
object, correct?
Yes.
The vector object. So lock is not on a method, guys. The lock is on a object. Now that means now here you can see thread 1 has acquired a lock on the vector object. Now thread 0 is also working on same object or different object?
Same object.
So can it execute?
No, sir.
No, correct. See, it
It's
is a, if as I mentioned in the example, in HDFC Bank, if what is happening? Where was it? Just a minute. Yeah. If one thread is executing one debit card transaction, other thread has to wait, correct? Let's see. Earlier, array list is not synchronized. Multiple threads are executing at a time, correct? Now, if I click here further, is this thread is going into that execution debugging? No, it went
No.
into a stepping mode, correct? You can see. Do you here see that the thread went into a stepping?
Yeah.
So earlier, both the threads are executing parallelly. You have an ambiguity. Now, do you have an
Stepping.
ambiguity? Stepping means it's waiting. Thread 0 is waiting for the thread 1 to release the lock on the object. Because here both the threads are executing on the same object, correct?
Yeah.
Now, thread 0 is waiting for the thread 1 to complete. Now, if it is waiting, what is the best thing that will happen? Then this thread 1 will add the object in 0th index, correct?
Yeah.
Now, once it is now if I say synchronized method will achieve the lock on the object at this line of open bracket. And whenever this method is completed, it will release the lock. Now, whenever it is released the lock, which was the thread that is waiting to acquire the lock? Thread 0. Because it's working on the same object, it will come back to the execution. Let's see. See, currently you can see it is not executing, correct? It's a light color, light yellow color. But here you can see it's a dark, right? Now, if I click see, other thread started executing, correct? Now, what is the index element count? You can see 1. That means what is happening? If multiple threads are also trying to execute on the same object, your output will be consistent or inconsistent if you are using a vector.
Consistent.
Right? So in a multi-threaded environment, what do you prefer? Vector or array list?
Vector.
Vector. Yeah. There are some more better things like concurrent copy on write array list and all. But this is a beauty of what is the meaning of synchronization. Now let me go to the main method. Let's create L1. Now what do you think, guys? Are both the threads are working on same object?
No.
No. That means go back to the example. HDFC Bank, Karthik is one account, Sai is another account. Karthik is trying to withdraw. Sai is trying to withdraw using ATM. He is trying to withdraw through ATM and he is trying to do the withdraw some other mechanism like through branch. Okay. He is visiting a branch and then doing the withdraw. Now these two are different threads. That means two threads are working on two different objects. Do they need to wait for each other?
No.
No. Let's see. Let's run the same example. Debug as Java application. See, T1 dot start. The thread is started. T2 dot start. Thread is started. Which thread should I execute, guys? Now, sir, how do I know the thread? Correct? How do I know the object, right? Now here, if you look at the hash code, it will be different, guys. You can print the hash code. It will be different. Now, see, thread 1 is executing on one object. It has acquired lock. Now, thread 0 is executing on same object or different object?
Different.
Different.
So that
Different object.
when thread 1 is executing one synchronized method instance, so it has thread 1 has acquired a lock on L1, correct?
L1
L1
object,
vector
yes.
object, correct? Now thread 0 is executing on the same object or different object.
Different object.
So thread 0 should not wait for the thread 1 to complete. It's a different object, correct? See?
Yes.
Is it also executing a lock? Now, if you look at the screen, now thread 0 is executing, having a lock on L
L.
object. Now thread 1 is having a lock on L1 object, correct? Yes or no? Still the
Yes.
locking mechanism
Yes.
is present, but these are executing parallelly. But if, so that means what is meaning of, say someone said, multiple threads. When I asked a question on what is synchronization, many of you said that synchronization means multiple threads cannot execute at a time. But are you able to see multiple threads are executing or not?
Yeah.
Executed.
That means whatever the definition you said is wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to prove you guys, but I'm trying to tell you the scenario. So what is synchronization exactly? Synchronization means when multiple threads are working on a same object, only one thread can execute at a time. All other threads has to wait. If multiple threads are executing on different objects, can the multiple threads execute parallelly?
Yes, sir.
It's asynchronous.
Yeah. So
Then,
that is
Karthik, sorry for cutting you off. Then why it is giving us the lock? Because lock means like that we are preventing it from executing, right?
no. Yes, correct. So thread 0 is acquiring a lock on this entire object, not on this method. So now, so that it is telling through any other object. See, for example, you are trying to add, guys. See, whoever is asking a question, using thread 0, I am adding a data. Okay. Now, using another thread 1, you are not adding, you are trying to remove. When this thread 0 is in progress, if you are giving access to thread 1 to remove it, is it possible?
No.
Not
Let me write here. See, thread 1 and thread 2, both are working on one vector object, L. So let us take, there is a vector. I created list v equal to new vector. Okay. I created a vector object. Now both the threads are working on vector object. T1 in the run method, T1 is using v dot add 20. Which index it will go?
0.
Yes.
0th index. Okay. While this is now T2 thread, you are trying to do v dot remove of 0. Okay. Now assume that these two transactions are happening at the same time. Now,
Yeah.
when T1 thread is executing this v dot add, what will happen? It will acquire the lock on the vector object, correct?
This is when we are using the same object, but when we are using the two different objects, then how
Yes.
it is making the lock on the second thread, like a second object.
No, yeah, because the object itself is different, right? See, if you compare the real-time example, I'm trying to withdraw from my account. Do I need to wait for someone else to withdraw from their account?
No.
No. It is as simple as that. See, I am trying to withdraw from Karthik account. I am trying to withdraw. At the same time, both are belongs to Karthik account and Sai account. Both are belongs to same class or not?
Yes.
So when Karthik is trying to withdraw, he can continue. He has a lock on his object. When Sai is trying to withdraw, he can also continue, and the lock will happen on the Sai account only, correct? Since the account is different, you don't need to wait for each transaction. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if I go back to this example, now let us take T3. See, T1 is working on V1 object. T2 is working on V2, and T3 is working on V2. Now, using T1 vector 1 object, I am trying to add. Using V2, I mean, using thread 2, it's a different object V2. I am trying to add. Can this execute parallelly or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a different object. You understand now? Now, and whenever it is executing parallelly, what will happen? This T1 thread will execute a lock on the V1 object while it is executing this add method. Agree? because
Yeah.
add is a synchronized method. At the same time, when T2 is executing add method on the V2, it will acquire a lock. So that means these threads are having a lock on these separate objects. Now what I'm saying is when T2 is executing add method on the V2 object, it has acquired a lock on V2. While it is in progress, I'm telling in progress. That means it is not yet completed. Can T3 execute any other remove method on the V3 same object?
No.
No. You understand now?
Yeah, until that unlocks, it should not do any operation.
Yes. That means because you are doing on the same object, if you are trying to do, it may lead to the inconsistent output, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is nothing but a synchronization. So that is the main difference, you know, right? Between array list and vector. Array list is synchronized, not synchronized, vector is synchronized. Now
Sir,
onwards, yeah.
Sir, like you told, while in the process of like the method is executing, even if someone use the remove, it won't affect, right?
Remove in the sense?
Means like you told
First
now.
of all, remove will not even execute, correct? Remove will
Execute.
not
Okay.
get a chance to execute, correct?
Okay,
That
sir.
thread will wait. When I say the thread will wait means even if you're trying to access, the thread will go to the wait mode until this thread completes the work. If
Okay.
you run the program, you cannot see all these differences. If you debug a program, you can see. Thread
Yes,
is
sir.
the one you can understand better using debugging.
Sir, okay, it is a synchronized one, but while coming to the array list, so it will execute the both operations, add and
Yes,
remove methods.
yes, that is the
So that
problem you
time,
get.
yeah,
Yeah, that is,
ambiguity.
yes, because that is the reason in the multi-threaded environment in the interview they'll ask you. If you are going for any product-based company or gaming company, then they'll give you the scenario. You write it. The scenario will be easy, and they say that it's a multi-threaded environment, and I need to have the data of 100 objects. Then simply everyone will say array list. But is the array list is correct approach?
No.
Um,
If it is multi-threaded, then we need to go for the vector as it is synchronized.
Yeah, at this point of time, vector. But going forward, there is another thing called copy and write array list that is better than vector. We will see that later.
so usually, as I
I'll
in
come
that
to that in the web
training
app.
part, so they are also said like released for the multi-threaded environment,
No.
like that they told.
Who said?
Like in my training time, so
Okay,
I
that is
attended
wrong.
long back.
Okay, so now let's come back to the your projects. I hope many of you are working, correct? All of you are working on a web application, correct? When I say web application, there is a website. You have some hosted your application on your website, and you click on one button, you get a request, and in that your business logic, you create a array list, correct?
Yes, correct.
So now, first question: is my web application multi-threaded environment?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you click a button, whenever you click each button, each request is a separate thread, correct? See,
Yes,
for
sir.
example, sometimes if I click on login button, correct? For example, Facebook, Karthik is trying to click a login button I gave my credentials and clicking on login. And let us take Manas is clicking login button in for his Facebook. So what are these two are same request or different request?
Different request.
Different, sir.
So
Different.
that means it's a different request, correct?
Yes.
So
Yes,
this is a one thread, separate thread. This is a separate thread. Now you tell me, are these threads are working on same object or different object?
no separate object.
Separate object. And then whenever you're going to controller, this you will get a controller, correct?
Yes.
This also will get a controller. And from here you will go to business logic. From here you will go to business logic. And here if you're creating a list object here also list object here. That means are you creating a separate list object for each request?
Yes.
That means for
Yes.
each thread, you're creating a list object, but all the threads are not working on same object. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
agree, sir.
So this is very important to understand. Real-time environments are multi-threaded environment, but still, why are you using array list? Because each thread is a separate request which has a separate object, and in the process, you see now what is in the example that I have mentioned. What did I do? Did I create only once? Now, if I say that multiple threads are working on same object, how many objects I have created for list object? Only one. I passed that object to multiple threads. But in the real time, is that is happening in the web application?
No, sir.
In the web application, whenever you click a button or whenever you are getting a request to your backend, each request is a separate thread. For each thread, you will execute a controller method, you will execute a business logic method. That means whatever the object that you are creating, those are created for each request. That is the reason people will say, if you don't want to, unnecessarily, you don't create a variable. If you create a variables, what happens? If 1 lakh people are using your application, 1 lakh times your object will be created, and which will lead to a out of memory error, and the website may go down, right? You remember during the Flipkart Big Billion Days. Flipkart was an application during the Big Billion Days. What happened? First time when multiple, crores of people or lakhs of people has uh, tried to log into the Flipkart, and then their servers went down, right? First time. I hope you guys remember that. Maybe years back. Or now you can go to some government websites, any government website, if they are recently, they started giving ration card, new ration cards or something. If you go to some website, government offices, they say that server is down. Why the server will be down? The more requests are coming, it will occupy your memory, your heap space will be full, and then it may lead to a out of memory error. Understood what is synchronization now?
Yes, sir. So that if we can use instead of array list, we can use in the real time also. We can use an vector also, right?
If it is a multi-thread environment, you can use. But here, if it is a web application, you don't need to, correct? Because each thread is a separate request. You're doing everything for each request, so you don't need to, correct? If you're
Yes.
writing, if you're, for example, you are processing, you are writing a simple main method, and in that you are processing 1 crore records, 1 lakh records, then you have to use vector here, correct? You will create multiple threads, then you go for vector. Batch programming, you know, right? Some people will call it as spring batch or batch programming.
Yes,
For
yes.
example, your salary will be
Imagine.
calculated. No one is going to calculate for each person, right? There is a program that runs in the night, and it will prepare the salary, correct? So that, see, now in a, let us take TCS, there are 6 lakh people. Do you think that there will be a HR people who will calculate a salary for each person, or is it an automated process?
Automated.
Automated. When I say automated, will it run for months and months, or it should be completed within a one night, correct?
Yes, sir. One night.
So if you want to get, if you have to get a salary on first, what do your company will do? They will start the process on 20th after, correct? After
Yes.
20, they'll start the process, correct? So after 20, they will schedule a batch at one night. Uh, during the night, because the load will be less, correct? They'll, in one night, they will complete. But 6 lakhs employees are there. So then is it possible to create simple execution? If I am writing a simple for loop like this, like if I am writing a main method, I will write the for I equal to 0, I less than 6 lakhs, and I am writing some thousands of lines of code. Will it execute in one night? It may or it may not. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Then what I will do? Can I split this into, instead of executing 6 lakhs record in one main thread, can I create thread 1 lakh records, correct? Thread 2, another 1 lakh. Like, can I create 6 threads? Yes or no? What is a thread? Thread is an independent path execution. Each thread can execute parallelly, correct? This thread execute. While thread 1 is executing, can thread 2 also execute? Yes. Thread 1 will execute first 1 lakh employees. Then thread 2 can execute 1 lakh 1 to 2 lakhs. Then thread 2 will execute 3 lakhs 1 to 4 lakhs, something like that. So in that way, all the threads can complete within 4 hours or 5 hours, correct? This is how the multi-threading will give you the beauty of parallel programming, right? Hope you understand. This is a batch programming. Whenever you are using a batch programming, if at all you have to use any list object, then better to go for vector at this point of time. Going forward, we'll use a copy on write array list.
Sir, instead of creating multiple threads, thread pool we can create using.
Yes, the thread pool also internally uses multiple threads only, right?
Yes,
What
sir.
is a thread pool? It's if you're creating a fixed thread pool, the number of threads, you are not creating a thread, but JVM will create a thread on your behalf. But still the threads are created,
Yes, sir.
right? If it is a cached thread pool, you don't need to worry about how many number of fixed threads. The JVM will execute. So I have taken the examples of all these thread pool concepts and I have explained in the multi-threading. If you are interested, you can look at this.
Sir, the
So
main
please
method
do
is
share the
itself
link, sir.
Sorry?
Said please share the link, sir, because without that I'll not be able to understand.
Okay, fine. So I'll request admin to send the demo videos. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, there was another question.
Sir, the main thread, sir, inside main thread that should be one thread or like how?
Main itself is a thread, correct?
Okay.
Main method itself is one thread. If you are executing this, you can see that in the, see, do you see thread in brackets main? That means main method is also a thread. What is the name of the thread? Main thread. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what's now the difference between synchronous and asynchronous?
So that is different. Synchronous is you are sending, see, now whatever we learned is synchronized. That means
Okay.
that is a different keyword. It's a keyword in Java. What does the synchronized keyword will allow you to do? If multiple threads are working on the same object, it will wait. One thread has to complete the execution and then only other thread will start execute so that your output will be accurate. That is a synchronized. Now, whatever you're asking is different. It is not related to this technology. It in a web application, there are two terms called synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means you send a request and you have to wait for the response. Okay. Now, when I say wait for a response, now you know that whenever you are sending a request, you get a 200 or 500 or 400, correct?
All right. Yeah.
If in the Postman, when you click on a request, it will process and then it will process until you get a response. So you send a request and wait for a response. That is called synchronous. But now what is asynchronous? You send a request, you don't need to wait for a response. You continuously send a request. The response will come after some time. It's like Kafka. So in the
Okay.
Kafka, you can continuously push a topic messages to a topic, correct? The
Correct. Yeah.
consumers will be taken later, right? I mean, it's up to the consumers, right? So
Mhm.
asynchronous communication is you don't wait for a response, you continuously push a request.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So
Sir,
that's all for today, guys. Yeah.
sir, one request for a recorded video. Actually, we don't know which topic is going because after some days or months, na. So if you can manage with the document, like which topic covered in which day, it will help actually.
Yeah. So I request some of your help here. Like, see, I do teach in different things. So can someone make a Excel or something and then quickly on the notes and then share me at the end? Today I'm talking about this uh, synchronization, right? If someone can write in the class and share that at the end of the course, that would be helpful for me. Can anyone do that? No one would like to do?
Like means which day, which topic, right?
Yes, just one. You maintain one Excel with you. Uh, and then just whatever the topic I'm writing in the chat, that you can note it.
You can share, anyone can fill, sir. He can share Google Sheet and we can write it there with everyone in a
Yeah.
WhatsApp group who has paid. So we can write there whatever we want. So Google Sheet will shared by everyone's mail, and whoever wants to write, they can write. Like, what is
Yeah.
it's easy way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sir,
sure.
can you share the Google Classroom? There you shared the notes and all.
Yeah.
You told now your Google Classroom link.
Yeah, Google Classroom, I have received from admin. I will check and helping you. So I haven't shared
Okay.
any notes over there, but they have given
Okay.
me, that is a new thing, so which I
Okay.
was also not aware. I'll find out the link and I'll helping you.
That is for
Yeah,
only
okay.
class notes.
Yes, something recently they started looking at a Google Classroom.
Yeah, because I have a Mac system, so I requested again to them. So I can't download there. So Google Classroom, anyone can share, and anyone can see. So yeah. In fact, you can share also Google Sheet there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll find out that and I'll ping you.
Usually, where are the class notes are you are
So
providing?
so class notes will be uploaded to. Once you enroll for this course, you will be added to one WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing that in all the notes, code, everything in the WhatsApp group. And apart from that, every day you are joining the course through Ashok IT portal, right? The class.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the Ashok IT portal itself, once you enroll it, there is a way where you can look at the recording. There also I will upload the notes. Whichever you are convenient, you can take it from there. Okay. So this today is the last demo, guys. If you are interested, I'll ask the admin to provide the multi-threading demo videos also in the email. If you are interested, please do enroll. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.